bustling market, where the aroma of spices dances in the air and the vibrant colors of fresh fruits beckon passers-by, a humble food cart sat quietly, almost overlooked. But this was no ordinary cart. It belonged to Amir, a man whose journey began thousands of miles away. Amir fled his war-torn homeland with nothing but a small suitcase and an unyielding spirit. The streets of his new city felt vast and foreign, but each step he took was fueled by dreams of a brighter future. He remembered his mother's words, "We are not defined by where we come from, but by where we dare to go." With only a few dollars to his name, Amir faced the harsh reality of starting over. He struggled to find a job, his thick accent often met with skepticism, but he didn't let rejection dim his fire. Instead, he turned to what he knew best: cooking. His grandmother's recipes had been his comfort, the fragrant spices a reminder of home. So, he made a decision that would change everything. With his last savings, he bought a second-hand food cart, a splash of bright colors painted over rusted metal. It was a symbol of hope, a promise to himself and his community. Every morning, Amir would rise before dawn, chopping vegetables and marinating meats, the sizzling sounds a symphony of perseverance. But the challenges were relentless. He faced language barriers and cultural differences, and there were days when sales barely covered his ingredients. There were moments when he thought about giving up, but then he saw the faces of the customer-tired workers, families on lunch breaks, and children with wide eyes. To connect with people, Amir began to share stories behind each dish. He would tell them about the origins of his recipes, how his grandmother would gather the family around a table, filling their hearts as much as their stomachs. He brought a piece of his culture to the streets, one plate at a time. Slowly, word spread. "Have you tried Amir's cart?" became a common phrase in the neighborhood. His food was more than just a meal, it was an experience, a bridge between cultures. But Amir's vision extended far beyond his cart. He wanted to create opportunities for others, just as he had fought for his own. One day, while serving lunch, he noticed a young woman named Sarah, who often watched him from the sidelines. She was a recent immigrant too, struggling to secure a stable job. He saw the spark in her eyes, a hunger for more. Amir approached her and said, "How about we work together? I can teach you how to cook and you can help me serve." And just like that, a partnership blossomed. Together, they experimented with new recipes, combining their cultures into a fusion of flavors. They laughed, learned, and built a friendship anchored in resilience. With Sarah's help, Amir expanded his reach. They began catering for small events, bringing the community together, celebrating diversity through food. They didn't just serve meals, they served stories of hope and unity. As the seasons changed and the market buzzed with life, Amir and Sarah's food cart became a staple. The cart was adorned with colorful decorations that reflected their cultural heritage, and the aroma of their dishes drew in even the most hurried shoppers. They created a special dish every week, inspired by holidays and festivals from both of their cultures, inviting the community to experience a taste of their traditions. But success didn't come without its trials. One night, a sudden storm damaged the cart beyond repair. Amir stood in the rain, tears mixing with the downpour, feeling the weight of failure pressing down on him. The cart had become a part of his identity, a vessel of his dreams. But then he remembered the support of his community. He reached out on social media, sharing his story, his vulnerability. The next day, something incredible happened. Friends, customers, and even strangers rallied together. They organized a fundraiser, and within days, Amir had not just a new cart, but a renewed sense of purpose. The outpouring of support reminded him that he was not alone, that his journey was aired by many. As his business grew, Amir didn't forget those who were still struggling. He started a program to mentor aspiring entrepreneurs, offering workshops on business skills, cooking techniques, and sharing the importance of community. He envisioned a world where everyone had access to opportunities, regardless of their background. The program became a beacon of hope, attracting individuals from various walks of life who were eager to learn and grow. Months turned into years, and Amir's food cart evolved into a thriving restaurant, but the essence of his journey remained. The walls of his establishment were adorned with photographs of the community he loved, a tapestry of stories woven together by shared meals and laughter. Each photograph had a story, a memory captured that celebrated the diversity and unity of the people he served. Amir often reflected on his path. The obstacles he faced were stepping stones, each one teaching him resilience, compassion, and the power of connection. He realized that success wasn't just about financial gain, it was about lifting others as you rise. He frequently hosted community dinners, where everyone was welcome, regardless of their ability to pay. It was his way of giving back, of ensuring that no one felt left out. As he stood in his bustling restaurant, surrounded by laughter and the clinking of glasses, Amir felt a profound sense of fulfillment. He had transformed his struggles into a beacon of hope, not just for himself, but for countless others. He had created opportunities for those who felt lost, just as he once did. Amir's story inspired many. Some of his former mentees went on to open their own food businesses, carrying forward the lessons they learned. They would often return to Amir's restaurant to share their success, creating a ripple effect of empowerment and encouragement throughout the community. And so his story continues, a vibrant reminder that from the depths of adversity, one can rise and illuminate the paths for others. The power to create change lies within us, waiting for that first step, that spark of courage to ignite our journey. So, if you're facing obstacles, remember, Amir, embrace your journey, share your story, and look for ways to lift others along the way. Your resilience can create ripples of change, transforming not just your life, but the lives of those around you. Together, we can build a community where everyone has the chance to thrive, where dreams are not just imagined but realized, one step at a time. Years later, Amir still stood at the helm of his thriving restaurant, now a cherished institution in the community. He often hosted workshops for school children, teaching them the joy of cooking and the importance of cultural appreciation. He believed that every generation should be aware of their roots while embracing the diversity that surrounded them. Amir's restaurant became a hub of cultural exchange, where people from different backgrounds gathered to share meals, ideas, and laughter. He realized that food had an extraordinary power. It could break down barriers and build bridges. The taste of a meal could evoke memories, spark conversations, and foster connections. As Amir looked around at the smiling faces, he felt an overwhelming sense of gratitude. The journey from that humble food cart to this vibrant restaurant was a testament to the strength of the human spirit. His story was not just his own, it was a collective tale of resilience, hope, and community. Each day brought new challenges, but with them came new opportunities to make a difference. He often reminded himself and others that every dish served was a story told, a connection made. And as long as there were stories to share and people to connect with, his journey would continue. Amir had learned that in the end, it was not just about the food, it was about the love, the memories, and the bonds formed around the table. And so, the aroma of spices and the laughter of friends echoed through the restaurant, a beautiful symphony of life, love, and unity. Amir smiled, knowing that his Arnie was just one of many, and he looked forward to the stories yet to be written.